What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan. Thanks so much for coming by, joining you here to discuss the strike that is taking place. So, if you haven't heard by now, well, I'm trying to get the word out there because I just watched the Rideshare Professor's latest video on the strike taking place from November 23rd through November 26th, and I believe it was a video he made with his son. And I watched a good amount of the video, and he just talked about how important it is that we all come together as gig workers. And the only way that there's really going to be some form of effect is if everybody comes together. It's really easy when we all come together and work on something hard. And that's what he was saying in his video. And you know what? I just felt inspired that I wanted to make another update because I know some videos do get a lot of views, some videos don't get a lot of views. So I figured, my strategy is make multiple updates and talk about it on different days, and just really, some things hit home and some things don't. That's kind of the way YouTube works. And so if there's somebody else out there who you think needs to make a video, go ask them, go comment on their videos. So this is for Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, gig workers from November 23rd through November 26th of this month. It's 4 days. And if, enough gig workers really come together and voice their opinion out, I believe they said it was like short-term pain for long-term gain. So yeah, that's 4 days. And I think that this is a potential community building session, and I think this is just a great way for us to come together right now. So thumbs up the video, share it in your Facebook group or your Facebook page or Twitter or wherever, and let me know if you will be joining the strike. And I will have a link below to the Rideshare Professor's channel because he's making daily updates because he's leading the whole thing, and I'm just he asked me and a few other people to make videos on it. And you know what, this is our time to shine, and this is our time to really work. And the strike, by the way, is for better driver pay and better driver safety. And some of you guys know this, but I'll say it again. I started driving rideshare number one for pay. I was in a really tough financial spot in my life. I needed to pay off credit cards that I racked up. I actually maxed out because I was just stupid. I was really dumb with my money, and I would go out to nightclubs and bars and parties, and I was even spending money on stuff that I thought was good for me. I was spending money on acting reels. I spent $1,000 for 2 videos of me acting. They were really high quality videos and they did help me, but I put them on a credit card, and I didn't have the money at the time. I literally went negative, and I spent another $500 on headshots, really nice headshots, and maybe I should have just saved up cash to pay for those things, or just did those things only. But instead I did that, and then I also went out and spent $200 on drinks, $100 on drinks here, $100 on food here, X, Y, and Z. And sooner or later I'm $5,000 in credit card debt, and I got a car payment, and I got rent to pay, I got food to pay, groceries, that's X, Y, and Z, insurance, you name it, all this stuff adds up. And all of a sudden I'm like, I ain't making hardly any money because I was working as a nightclub photographer at the time, making nothing. So I ended up quitting that. Well, finished up with that job. Basically, it was seasonal. So I basically finished that and didn't pursue it anymore. Started working 2-3 jobs. Worked at Nike, Starbucks. Worked at a middle school. Started driving Lyft and Postmates. I think I did Postmates first before Lyft, actually. But anyways, so and driving for rideshare really helped me a lot turn my finances around, because it started teaching me, not to go out, not to go waste my money, because I started, doing a ride, and then I would go out and buy Chipotle, and I was like, well, I just spent $10 on a burrito. It's the same as a ride. So it taught me money management skills, which actually helped me a lot. And then I you know, started chipping away at my debt. So every single day I was cashing out, you know, doing the daily cash out transfer, paying that 15, 25 cents, whatever it is, to pay off my credit card, just there. And there was one day I went to the DMV to get my like license renewed or something. And I remember I tried to put it on a credit card, and because it was like $14 or something, or $23. I forget what it was, but I don't even remember what it was. I had to get something renewed. And I tried to pay on a credit card, and they say, oh, we only accept debit. And I literally didn't have enough money on my debit card. I think I only had like $6 on my debit card. So what did I do? I went out and drove Uber or Lyft, and I did a few rides, and then I had to go back to the DMV to pay for that thing, whatever it was. And because I had to put it on my debit card. That's how low on money I was, like literally negative. You know, I had hardly any savings, and I had negative debt. Crazy. So the fact of the matter is, I'm really kind of frustrated that Uber and Lyft haven't been raising their rates lately, you know, because of inflation, the rising cost of everything. I feel like Uber and Lyft should be raising the rates. Uber even decided to end their gas fuel surcharge bonus for Uber Eats rides. Lyft ended their gas fuel surcharge bonus for all their rides. And it's just kind of like, you know, I think it's a good way for us to come together, and also driver safety. I've had many incidents myself as a driver, even as a passenger too, where I felt in danger. I had two guys in my back seat as a driver one time hit on me, offering me cash to come hang out with them for the night. They're flirting with me the whole night. One of the guys starts touching me. He grabs my hand as I'm driving, and you know, there's like, what are you gonna do about it? It's like, it was like midnight in, I forget what I was in like Santa Ana or something. And I remember just leaving that night like crying. I don't know if I ended up crying, but like I just felt like, gosh, anything could have happened and nobody would have known. So, you know, until it would be too late. And you hear these horror stories all the time. You know, that could have been me. You hear horror stories all the time. So anyways, with that being said, I'm rambling, but I wanted to make this update video again to please go over and consider getting part of this, getting behind this. This is the Uber and Lyft driver strike, gig working strike taking place everywhere, all over the world. This is what he wants to do. So again, you know, I'm just relaying this info. That's literally, this is the least I can do. So anyways, I'm gonna end the video there, but yeah, we got a lot more awesome videos to come. We're working on a lot of new video style content. We're making new short form content. We're trying out new things. We're doing interviews. We're interviewing people about their experience as a passenger and as a driver, so you can check those out too. What else are we doing? We are doing a lot of new tips, new driver tips, updates, yeah. We're trying new things out here, so please keep us in your prayers, I guess, if you're religious. If not, it's all cool. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you soon. And yeah, I'll have a link below. I'll try to pin it in the comments to the Rideshare Professor, or you can just search him up on YouTube and find all the details. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon.